The first lesson we're going to look at is 1.03, El Mundo Hispano Part 1, or the Spanish-speaking world. Now, you have your instructions in print here, and you also have it if you're a person who likes to hear things. You can click Escucha, and you will hear the examples read to you. So it says, it's time for you to walk away for a few minutes and brainstorm with a relative to see how many Spanish-speaking countries you can name and their capitals. So you're going to keep track of how many, and then you're going to assess how well did you do. So you're going to roll over the map, and you can go ahead and see the different countries. And yes, Venezuela, they do speak Spanish. Colombia, they speak Spanish, etc. And what you want to pay attention to are some of them in South America may surprise you, and you may not know that, for example, Brazil does not. They speak Portuguese. You can also always do the text version, and this actually is a great reference guide for you. And this is these are some of the countries where Spanish is spoken, and you can highlight that and keep that in your binder if you'd like. So text version is also a great way to do it. So now it says go to kia.com, and it gives you a link here, and you're going to practice activities with the Spanish-speaking countries. And then it gives you some cultural information about the Hispanic population in the United States. It gives you some questions to consider. So for example, is there Spanish in your community? So it's going to give you, think of your local supermarket. Do they have an ethnic aisle or a Hispanic aisle? And, obviously we live in Florida, so there are plenty of places where you can see and hear Spanish. We've got some other things. You're going to click on everything. You're going to listen to you're going to listen to it. You're going to look at all the pictures. You're going to read everything. And again, you can always also click text version to see some professions of some famous Hispanic people. Okay. And then it goes down here and gives you more of the lesson. When you do the lessons, you want to read everything very carefully, write down examples, and you're going to use those on quizzes and texts. Notice down at the bottom here it says click the next arrow to continue to part 2. So you're going to keep learning the lesson. You're going to go through. It reminds you again, it told you under the trip preparations how to do accent marks, but it reminds you again. You're going to click here to find out how to do accent marks. And here we've got saludos, or greetings. And so you've got ways to greet people. You can say hola, hola mama, hola Pablo, etc. You want to click on every single one of these sound files to listen. And in the morning, this is what you would say, in the afternoon, and in the evening, etc. Okay? So we've got when you want to know how someone is feeling, you would ask ¿Qué tal or cómo estás? When you're asking an adult, and you're going to take notes on all of this information. You're expected to know all of this. Okay? And here you've got, click on the escucha button. You want to listen to everything. There's different sort of practice activities. It gives you pronunciation activities and practice. This will take you a little while to get through all of this. After an amount of time where you go through and you learn all that, it's going to give you some practice. So this says practica. You're going to go ahead and open up the work file, and you're going to do the activities, and then you're going to check your answers. And then you should be ready for the assessment. We're going to go ahead. There are 2 assignments for this one. One is a discussion voice activity. And again, if you don't know how to do that, you're going to go to the course information area, and you're going to click on discussion voice activity, just like we did for the regular voice activity. There's 2 parts for this. One of them is listed right here. It says how many countries were you able to name with your relative, and which of the benefits for the language did you find more interesting, and how do you plan to use Spanish in the future? That is part of your voice activity. The other part of the activity can be found under the discussion group tab. You're going to click on 1.03. You're going to click on your teacher's name, and you're going to be given something in Spanish to respond to. It says, hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo te llamas? Adiós. You are going to listen and respond to that. That is your 2 assignments, and then you also have a quiz that you will take on 1.03. When you are ready, you access the quiz through the assessment tab right here, discussion voice, and the prueba.